What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a while, I know. My mug has not been on here for a hot minute, and that is because I've been spending every waking second of my free time completing this right here. This is my second full-length album for my band, Dancing with Ghosts. It's called The Nightmare Inside You. It's available on Bandcamp. The link is down below. Look right now. Look in the description to this video. Click on that, check it out, buy it if you like it. I hope you like it. That's what I've been doing this whole time, is completing this freaking album, and it's finally done, and I couldn't be happier with it, honestly. This album is different than my first album in three main ways. The first and most significant way would be the addition of Stephanie, whose mug has made it on the album cover, even. I met her here in my hometown, and she's just very talented vocally, and she's picked up the piano really quick, and she's just added a lot to the overall sound, for the better, in my opinion, and hopefully your opinion as well. So having her in the band is definitely added a new dynamic as far as vocally what you're going to hear. The second big difference of this album is it's not a concept album. Unlike Koyaanisqatsi, these songs, they all pretty much stand on their own and are great, in and of themselves. And lyrically, there's no kind of follow-through in each song, kind of like there was in Koyaanisqatsi. And the third difference on this album is I've included a cover song, which I didn't really think I'd ever do, but it's Enjoy the Silence by Depeche Mode. And I picked that song because I really like Depeche Mode, and everybody knows Enjoy the Silence. Depeche Mode's kind of a band that I would like to align myself with as far as when people ask, well, what do we sound like? We sound like Depeche Mode with heavier guitars and, angrier vocals sometimes. So, yeah, that's why I chose that song. So those are the three differences on this album from the first album. And these songs can be broken down into three categories. Revisited songs, which I'll get to later, old songs, and new songs. Sorry, I just flicked you off there. Should have choreographed that whole hand thing before I went into this video. Oh well. So the first category is the older songs. Songs like What Was Found in the Wreckage, To Whom It May Concern, The Descent, and Why Does Everything Get to Be About You were songs that I've had for a while now, but they didn't lyrically fit the concept of Koyaanisqatsi, so I left them off despite the fact that I did love them as songs. So when doing this album, I knew I wanted to include them, so I dusted them off, threw a new coat of paint on there. Stephanie contributes some vocals, and they turned out great. Now, the opening song, The Descent, that's kind of a song to show live that when we play, we are actually musicians that can play our instruments. So that's kind of not a show-off kind of song, but I felt like it was a good way to start the album and a good way to start our live shows. The second category on this album is the brand spanking new songs that none of you have heard before. Songs like The Lie, The Nightmare Inside You, and Circles are three songs that Stephanie had a lot to do with helping me shape the sound of the new direction of the band while still maintaining my weirdness in my songwriting. And the third category would be the revisited songs. And you may notice at the end of the album there's The Witch and A Glorious Night, which are on Koyaanisqatsi. Now, since our goal in the future is to play a bunch of live shows, we kind of felt like since Stephanie contributes so much vocally on even the old songs, we should probably have her featured on these tracks. So when you hear it and see us live, it's the same thing live as you hear on the CD, because she has extensive vocal stuff that she does on those two songs. And Enjoy the Silence would also be a revisited song because honestly I've had that cover done for a while now, but it was a song that was used by, we tried to use it in my old band and we never quite pulled it off. So again, dusted it off, put a new coat of paint on it, retooled it, redid it, threw my vocals on there, her vocals are on there, and it sounds really good. So yeah, this was about 3 or 4 solid months of my life, every waking second that I didn't have something going on, I was working on this. It's not something I want to do anytime soon again. It was a lot of work. And now I'm moving back to doing my YouTube videos, my YouTube content. We want to do a music video, obviously, for the album, and we want to tour a bunch. So please check it out, give it a listen, and keep your eyes open for new YouTube videos on my channel. You know, the back in the saddle again. So until next time, have a good rest of your night.